but what none of that shit. Nipsey name, he didn't own none of that. Because the people that owned it would sell it to me shortly thereafter after he was just the face of it.
Click like. Whack 100 claims Nipsey Hussle didn't actually own his brand as we thought. What are your thoughts on this?
They was tripping on the strip mall. Hate to bust y'all bubble, those of y'all listening, but what none of.
I just burnt the fuck out of my finger, bro. That shit hurt. Nigga, the heat went through the fucking carb hole, nigga. That shit hurt. But I think this thing about to say that Nipsey didn't own that strip mall. We knew that. We knew that. But let's see what he says.
None of that shit in Nipsey name. He didn't own none of that shit. Not calling him when
if I go get a storefront next to Vaughn's, I don't own the fucking store. Nigga, it's a dupe, you know what I mean? It's a comp dupe, whatever. It's a whole little strip mall structure. Somebody owns the strip mall. You rent out the building, and we know Nipsey didn't own that whole building. There's a liquor store there. There's all type of shit there. How the fuck could he have owned the whole building? And he didn't even build the building. Or I guess some people think you put your name on a building, you own it. So maybe that's for the people that didn't know. Let me stop talking for the people that were behind, I guess. Shit.
He wanted to call me. He called me and Nip was never enemies, bro. Me and Nip talked on the phone. When I wanted to call him, I called him. When he wanted to call me, he called me. The only time we was at odds is when Big U went over there and they his brother and they went to I belt one of them out and Nip said, Whack, you stand on the side with him. So the whole time they was at odds, I was guilty to affiliation or to association. So it was me because I was with him. So when they got back right, actually I'm lying. Before they got back right, I ran into him at Platinum. I wish K Slay was alive.
Platinum Motorsports.
Yep, and he said, Whack, we need to holler. He by himself, I'm by myself on Melrose. He up here in his Maybach, I'm in the Rose, right? He said, Whack, what's your real problem with me? You shouldn't be in 60 business. I said, I ain't 60 business. That's y'all business.
Jay Stone blew the story up, though.
Hold on. I said, my problem with you is this. There's no Jay Stone around. It's just me and Nip, right? My problem with you is this.
Blew it up, though.
Look, I said, my problem with you is this, homie. When you was nobody, you called on me because you didn't have New York radio. I called my brother K Slay. He brought you to his show 3-4 times. He spun your music on Hot 97, Shade 45. He took to the club, blew it up on the East, did he not? Yeah. Slay asked for a verse. You say you gonna give it to him. You took 2 months. Within that 2 months, you got into it with Big U. And it's because you got into it with Big U, you said K Slay verse. But you wasn't on New York radio because of Big U. You was on New York radio because Whack asked Slay to do so. So you got me looking crazy. He said, Whack, call Slay. I owe him an apology. I called Slay right on the spot. He got on the phone, told Slay, he right there with me. I was right. That was my issue with. And ever since that day, he gave me his number. We was back online. I don't know all these other, bro. I just know him. I don't know Jay Stone, all these, bro. Every time I talk to Nip, it was Whack and Nip. Or Whack, Nip and Game. Or Whack, Nip and Big U. And that was very few times. I got more conversations one-on-one than anything. So what I'm saying is that man wasn't my enemy. And on the flip side, he do have kids. And on the flip side, Crip blood, a Paru and indifferent, he a West Coast. So that's why I've been stopping it from coming out.
Real quick, that kind of clears it up because a lot of people thought, you know, that tape that Whack is holding on to or protected.
All them.
The grid program. You called him.
Now, I'm glad you said that.
Developing options.
Now, listen. Now, if you listen to what I said.
But I have a video of you.
Hey, hold on.
An award. It was all about Whack 100 and Pacoima.
3 years ago, right? And I'm going to speak on, now remember, you bringing this shit up. So you making me speak on it. Do you want me to speak on it, or do you want me to leave it alone? I'm gonna defend myself, but within me defending myself, I'm gonna have to say some other shit. So I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Do you want me to speak on it?
Explain it.
Okay, let me explain it. I have donated money. Listen, hold on. No, I have donated money to the Crenshaw Colts, right? Thousands of dollars for helmets and pads and all that shit. I've donated money for the paint to go cover up the graffiti. I've also donated my time and went down to the continuation school that was down there somewhere off of Crenshaw, right? When it was brought to me, it was cover up. It was school giveaways, back to school backpacks. It was the building of the Pop Warner football team. It was the covering up of graffiti. That's what developing options was to WAC. Now, as of about 90 days ago, I've learned there's other things going on developing options. WAC is not on the paperwork. I did not sign my name on no fucking dotted line saying that I'm involved in these programs. I simply donated to the football program, to the back to school program, to the Christmas program, to the graffiti cover-up program. So if you're asking me if I knew there was a fucking contract in there that says a police issued cell phone from 77th Street Division was issued and that you had to fucking report any gang activity going on in the area, the fuck I didn't know that. Now you asking questions and you opening up shit, you making me repeat shit. So
he sounds, every time Wax speaks, you can tell when somebody's speaking, when they're telling the truth, they're not falling off, they're not wavering, they're not, and most importantly, they're not going back on what they said. That nigga's standing on what he say and he mean what he say. Like, that's somebody like with integrity. You could tell that nigga don't be lying by this shit. It might be looking a certain way to some people. He might do something that look a little shicey, but everybody always has a reasoning for why they do something. So just because it's done that way don't mean that's your thinking for why they did it is the reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy because everybody can look at Wack and be like, nigga, you're a fucking monster, but we didn't look at Big U like that. And guess what? So that's probably why Wack really don't like this nigga. It's like, nigga, y'all looked at this nigga like he was so high and mighty or he was so positive and good for the community, you know what I mean? And this nigga's murdering, murking niggas and doing bad. Not to say that Wack's never or ain't still doing, but it's just yin and it's just, you know, vice versa right now. It's like, nigga, he's looking like the nigga that's really for the people and really helping and really been helping. And it's like, just because Wack's name's not on the business that's doing the help, he's putting financial money into that, you know what I mean? It's like Big U looks like he's the one saving the day, but it's all Big U's connections, the people that he knows that are saving the day, because Big U ain't got no money. He's getting the money from them niggas to save the day. So it's like, damn, man. I wouldn't be hot because I know God's good and he shouldn't do things looking for people to look at you a certain way. Like, oh, I want people to think I'm good and I'm a good person, so I do this. It's like, you should just do it because you are a good person. So I can't say that him feeling resentment is a good reasoning for what he's doing now, and he should getting back at him because all these years y'all been looking at me like I'm the bad guy and he's the bad guy. So I'd like, but maybe he's just defending himself and maybe he's just banking off of this because shit, it's probably bringing him a lot of extra little bullshit money that niggas just want to tune in like me and just watch for no reason. So it's just, fuck it. My name's on it. I'm just going to roll with it. And as I'm rolling with it, I'm going to clear my name.
You know, something else when I have?
Hey, Wack, do me a favor. Hey, tell your people to share the room, bro. Tell your people to share the room.
Nigga, Wack said you making me repeat shit. Come on, Wack.
I mean, bro, like, I didn't, like, bro, I tell you, look, if I tell you, listen, bro, if I tell you, hey, look, bro, we got this program for the kids. We got this shit over here for the church, the elderly. We helping with wheelchairs and shit. We coming up graffiti in the neighborhood, and we doing fucking, turkey drives. And you like, bro, you want to donate? You like, yeah, nigga, I'll fuck with that. Hey, look, my nigga, you done looked out so much. We got an award for you, my nigga. You come to see the award. Year or two later, you find out that, nigga, we cooperating with the police on this. We doing that. We doing it. Nigga, I can't put that on you, bro. You didn't know that. You didn't participate in that. And what she trying to do is I was in there with 150 kids receiving trophies, and because I've donated my time and finances, motherfucker wanted to acknowledge me. What the fuck that got to do with all that other shit that's going on?
Because it's the same program.
Fair
How
enough.
am I supposed to know?
Developing options that you say is a snitch program that you're not supposed to participate.
Big Chuck. How long it been since that work was sent in, Chuck? How many months?
Well,
Okay, when was that
long
picture
as-
taken? Hold on, when was that picture taken you putting up? How many years ago? Me, Nick Cannon, the game, it was a bunch of us there. How many years ago was that picture taken?
You tell us, Wack. You should know.
You wasn't there. It was taken 2.5, 3 years ago. 2.5 years ago.
Question about the Cowboys.
Exactly, and he's had his developing options program.
What about what I'm saying?
Contract with the city. Firstly,
Take a picture on Wilshire Boulevard with a room full of Pop Warner football kids, right? They said, Wack, you come out to the games, you participate in the practices, you donated for the helmets and pads, we want to go ahead on and acknowledge you. You telling me that because I did that, I'm supposed to know about the other shit?
Hell no. As long as you didn't get one of those blackberries, you're all right.
Yeah, what you saying? Like, how I'm supposed to know about the other shit?
I got a question about the Nip and the Cowboys.
they said they can't excuse you.
Nigga Hassan tried to lie and say, yeah, Big U, Wack had me on the three-way. You didn't know it's Super Bowl weekend, right? See where he tripped up and fell on his face, and she didn't even know this, right? We hadn't talked for 18 months. So that's what nigga like, nigga, this bet ain't been on the phone. It been on for 18 months. People just didn't know it. And when people didn't know, we had been not talking or fucking with each other for like 18 months. So when he said, yeah, Big U, I was on your three-way, you didn't know it, right? That's what niggas like, oh, you lying ass, stupid ass nigga. We don't even talk to each other. Because you gotta remember, the issue started, it wasn't my violation, it was a violation on his side. Right? Down there 18 months, 2 years old, right? Where a nigga tried to snake me. That's why I mean what I say what I meant. In my motherfucking E1 bill, motherfucker, no. I bring the execs in this motherfucking there and talk about it. The nigga want to go there. Motherfucker know what they did, what they tried to do behind my back. My hand was too motherfucking strong. Suge Knight bitch ass was involved in it too. The plot went that deep.
This what I want to know. Like,
Damn.
when it
Real
comes
shit.
down to it, you did do an Instagram post, and on the Instagram post, I'm trying to.
Just got to the pen, so Suge ain't been in there but a couple years, so I get the call for my bill, E1 bill, right? So Suge always been jealous of my relationship in the E1 bill. These are people he sold half his catalog to, right? So he felt like he got some type of leeway. Well, and whatever your relationship is, nigga, it is. Mine is what mine is, right? I got a whole lot of motherfucking hits, whole lot of number ones, whole lot of platinum albums in this bill, right? So this how it go. Draws goes to New York, goes to the bill. They take a meet with it. They don't know what the meeting's about. He gets in there, he got Suge on the phone. Suge on the phone while he in jail, he tell the president, yo, Wack contracts, you should pull them from Wack and get him the Big U. This man say, hey, for one, Wack is my friend. Two, Wack has even defended me against you, Suge, and you know it. Three, we make entirely too much fucking money with Wack. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? They call and they tell me. I don't say shit. I wait a whole week. I tell the homies around me what happened. I said, I'm gonna give it a week. After a week, I called Big U. Hey, homie, you wasn't gonna tell me you wasn't in my building? Huh? Oh, yeah, you wasn't in my building, my nigga. Yeah, they called me. Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, but, If you'd have called me and let me know what he said while you was in the building, maybe I would have heard that. But it been a week and you ain't woke me up to shit. I've been knowing by the time you got to the elevator, I knew. So the fact that you ain't told me nothing, I got to look at it like you was just as much in cahoots as this niggas. You knew what you was going out there to do. Y'all plot planned it.
Nah, facts though. If we business partners, boys, we anything that's close, you gotta have my back, nigga. You gotta tell me that shit, nigga. Niggas trying to fuck with my monies. You gonna let the nigga fuck with my monies? I don't think you should fuck with my monies. That's fucked up, bruh. You can have that nigga back, big you. Not like you owe the nigga something, but you was in part of the meeting, nigga. It ain't like you heard some shit and you saying trying to be messy, nigga. You was in the meeting, so now you look like you were there trying to do that shit too, because he's talking about giving it to you. Tell you, big you, nigga. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Taking a nigga shit and giving it to you, and you didn't tell the nigga. Yeah. He has a way to feel that way. I wouldn't be able to trust you neither, nigga. I'm gonna trust you with my businesses, and we're known to do business together, and you trying to sneak business from me, or not tell me that people are out to sneak business from me when we making money together. Nope. Cut off.
You was with it. So I'm trying to understand, my nigga, like, you went in there to try to take what from what? Well, this nigga Suge ain't nobody. They don't give a fuck about this nigga no more. But since that's what it is, we gonna do. You go your way, I go mine. Because at the end of the day, my resources has always been my resources. He can't tell you who he put me with, but I can tell you a list of motherfuckers that I didn't put him with. So it really wasn't no loss for me going my way. One thing about Wack, can't none of them niggas claim they put Wack in position. They the one
I
put
feel
Wack
that.
here.
Ain't nobody tell you about that K-Dub either, why?
So when I cut the fat, it didn't hurt me.
Real nigga
No
shit.
So
ain't nobody tell you they did shit for me,
wasn't
nigga.
No hollering
Nobody.
Anyway. The world just didn't know that. We didn't publicize that. This is why when I said what I said, niggas the biggest snake in the motherfucking world. It was what it was. My close niggas around me, they knew what it was. He know what it is.